Kaizer Chiefs are looking to sign a player from Polokwane City according to reports. But who is this player, you might ask? Well, that player would be Tabang Matjipa, the right back. And we're going to talk about how far Kaizer Chiefs went reportedly and what stopped the move from happening. We're also going to talk about the home of the legends thingy that is happening this weekend. We're also going to talk about how Kaizer Chiefs are planning to do things this coming January, especially with a player that some of you might not actually agree that he must go. Well, let's talk about those things. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, Tabang Matjipa. Who is this guy? He is a 1999 child who is 25 years old right now, who plays as a right back for Polokwane City. What makes him special is the fact that after Umtau, I see him being one of those players who's just cleaning a tackle, but is also very aggressive going forward. He's also that player who just shows hunger and determination in every game that he plays. Problem is, according to reports, Kaizer Chiefs did try to sign him this previous transfer window, and they were actually getting very close to signing the player. But you know the story. The Polokwane City chairman does not really like to sell the player. Now, we're in even bigger problems because if you look at the situation that is currently happening right now, Orlando Pirates and Stellenbosch are also now linked with the player. Kanjan, I understand how Stellenbosch could be wanting to sign a player because Stellenbosch just sold their best right back, Utino van Rooyen, to Orlando Pirates. But then Pirates, why are you trying to sign another right back? Because you have Ulebitso, you have Monyane, and you just signed Van Rooyen. But they will tell you they really don't care because they just want to strengthen their squad and they will do everything that they can. So that's the first problem that Kaizer Chiefs have, because the moment they are competitors in signing a player, Kaizer Chiefs usually says, we are bouncing, we are not involved in competition to sign the player. But the second problem is that obviously since Matjipa is such a good player, he's continuing with his good performances. So far this season, 6 appearances in the league, that is, and he has scored 2 goals and he has an assist. I think I was watching one of the games at Polokwane City, and they're actually talking about the fact that he's a defender but he's a top goal scorer because Polokwane City were not scoring as many goals at that moment in time. So I have not checked the stats again to see whether or not he's still the leading goal scorer of Polokwane City. This presents a new problem, obviously, because if now a player is performing from strength to strength with his team, and the Chiefs, I think it was an interview with who's this guy, I forget his name, Robert Marau. I think they did allude to the fact that they did not just want Apolis from Polokwane City, but they also said that, hey, there's also someone else who want, and that someone else that they wanted is this guy. His market value right now is 400 euros, which if you convert it to rands is somewhere around Boma, times that by 2 almost, right? Times that by 20 and you're going to get something close to 9-10 million rands. But we know with his performances, it's going to go up. But I also thought to myself, what does this mean for Frosler? What does this mean for Solomons? Because we thought they were good, right? But before we talk about that, we are trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So please do make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Kaizer Chiefs content like this. So do subscribe, to like the video. Let's get 1,000 likes and let's get 1,000 subscribers. I mean, why not? So I thought about it and I saw that it seems like Solomons is not really rated by the coach and he has the right to rate or not rate a player, right? But I also thought, what if he sees him as a winger? But then at the same time, he sees him as a winger. He has not played him as a winger. But you could also see Frosler going back and playing as part of a back three. We have seen Frosler being experimented on, being played in that position, but he doesn't start as a center back, but he goes in and plays as a third center back. So there is a possibility that Chiefs might just be thinking of, hey, let's just make this guy a third center back at times because we want to play those diagonals, and he's very good in playing those diagonals from deeper areas. But I don't know. I'm just thinking, if Matjipa comes to Chiefs, do you think that he will be benching Frosler, or do you think that Frosler will be accommodated in some other ways? And also, what does this mean about Solomons? Because Kwayena, he's not a player who's been given too many chances. Speaking of players who have not been given chances, a player who is reportedly, by the way, the first report was according to Isowetan, and Isowetan also reported that Kaizer Chiefs are looking to actually Let me just do this. Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera here, right in my face. Offload Sibongiseni Mthetho. And I'm gonna zoom out because why not? They are looking to offload Sibongiseni Mthetho in January. They are looking to sell him. And after that whole excitement by me thinking, hey, my daughter, Chiefs are now in a situation whereby they want to play Ungobo and have Ox defend and do all of that stuff. It seems like Chiefs are like, we're done with Mthetho. And we know this. It's not like this is new. We heard the Chiefs were trying to get rid of Utitloko and Mthetho in the previous transfer window, but then the move ended up not materializing. So it wouldn't be the most shocking thing to happen, because if we're being honest, right, you look at all the players that Kaizer Chiefs have. You have Uplom, right? Uplom, where can he play? He can play, and he plays as a 6, can play as an 8. And in a system that plays a double pivot, Vele, the players who are in that double pivot, the 4-2, the 2 in front of the 4, are usually very flexible. You look at Uplom, he can play, sit, he can also go forward. You look at Uzwane can sit, he can also move forward. He's been used as a sitter, like a deep lying playmaker. Umar, yes, but now he can sit, he can go forward. Umatlo, when he comes back, he can sit, he can go forward. So then you look at Mthetho, he can just sit. You know, and that is a problem if you compare the profile of players that Unabi seems to be wanting. So then that leaves him in a situation whereby he's like, I actually don't have use for this player, so I'm just going to let him go. So I understand from the perspective of a coach, from looking purely on that, in how flexible and how adaptable Mthetho can be to the team. Now, let's talk about the good news. That's just the side note. The good news, but also because of me, and I'm over-analytical, the fact that Kaizer Chiefs Senior has been given 2 million to just spoil himself, which I think he deserves, because think about it, this man has contributed a lot to South African football, right? I mean, Kaizer Chiefs. But one problem that I have, not with him getting money, but with the elections of the PSL overall, is the fact that I look, say about Dr. Ivan Khoza, say about Dr. Kaizer Chiefs Senior, it's all these guys who have been there for the longest times. And we are looking even right now at how the league is being organized and the fixtures being postponed, AMA games being moved and all of those things. And I'm like, isn't it perhaps time for new blood? I mean, who's voting? Who's putting the people in power? With all due respect, of course, because I think there's just time where you just also need to have fresh blood, people who do things differently, because as we have witnessed, football is evolving and you need people with new ideas, because these people, not in a bad and disrespectful way, have been there for the longest time and they are old. Some things are just falling through the cracks, not because they are bad at their jobs, but because certain things are now moving in a certain way. You know, I'm just saying, what do you guys think about the whole thing of the PSL committee just staying the same? But again, let's leave that and talk about Kaizer Chiefs, because this is about Kaizer Chiefs. The fact that they're playing this weekend in the home of the legends thingy over there in Eastern Cape. In fact, before this video, I wasted time trying to see if I can go to that game, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna go. So the Chiefs are playing in that tournament, obviously, which has 4 teams, right? It has 4 teams. The first game will be at 10, which will be Kaizer Chiefs playing against Golden Arrows. The second game will be Mamelodi Sundowns playing Chippa United. These ones know exactly what they are doing. Number one, they want Chiefs to win against Arrows and Sundowns to win against Chippa, so that we can have a final and a rematch of Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns. But also on top of that, they want Chiefs to play at 10 early on in the morning, so that people can arrive quickly in the game. Why are they trying to get people to arrive early? Because people are going to arrive late if Chiefs are playing at 1. So they would rather have people arrive early to watch Chiefs and then watch Sundowns and watch everything. The tickets, if you are there, apparently 21,000 tickets have already been sold last I checked. And now that also means that the stadium will be sold out, because obviously there's Kaizer Chiefs. But on top of that, the final, which is the third game, will play at 5 p.m. So if Chiefs does win, or like in going to this game, it would be interesting to see who the coach is going to pick, because I think I would have thought he would have given chances to other players, and especially since there are 2 Chiefs players who are out on national team duty right now. But we know Nabi, he said there are no friendlies with Kaizer Chiefs, so I won't be surprised if he just brings out the full strength squad to this game. But what do you guys think about this whole thing? Mathuludi coming to Chiefs, what's the role of Frosler, what's the role of Solomons if that's the case? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, and until next time, remember, equals Al Pelumor.